Well, morning, fellow zombies. It's 4:50 in the morning for a Saturday, the 14th January 2023. Yeah, I'm back again. Diary of the Griever named John Weaver. That would be me. Waking up earlier this morning. I think I was getting myself a little bored as hell this morning. Watching the YouTube videos, the algorithms are still locking in to specific areas that if I happen to do a constant search in their search engines, these damn things are locking me into subject matters I like to see a little bit beyond. And sometimes these subject matters are driving me a little bit crazy, especially when we're dealing with the political nature. Oh, good. Or worse than that. People griping and bitching and grumbling, and it's no wonder that there was, some kind of human saying somewhere along the lines, decades back. People who engage in high level conversations about topics or matters of deep thought, there be your real creative geniuses out there. Because we have to keep thinking about stuff. But for the people who keep talking about normal everyday, oh, bitch about this and bitch about this and gripe about this person and gripe about that person. Oh, look at this person doing over here. Let's gossip about this one. Gossip, 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 gossip. Progressive reporters become gossip artists. They become worse than Entertainment Tonight or Inside Edition. Because now they're trying to get you really sucked into the damn thing just to keep their whatever their things are going at this point over here. It's driving me nuts. But we get hooked into this damn thing because we're bored as hell. We really must be losing our intelligence quotients these days. Instead of talking about serious topics, we're listening to politicians. We're listening to people who try to follow the politicians. We're trying to listen to other people who think they are following the politicians. They're doing one way or another way, and then bitching and griping about this, bitching and griping about that. We switch over to regular news media. We're listening about bitching and griping on that one. Then we go to online and listen about the bitching and griping about the bitching and griping on social media. I guess we are the most boring human beings around because all we can do is just bitch and gripe about someone else's dress style being being harangued in places left and right, or where you have politicians trying to tell women how to dress, especially in the matters of government, or how to talk right, or how to do stuff. So now we got the social media bitchers and gripers going crazy and showing people, look at this, look at this, look at this. And unfortunately, because I'm talking about the damn thing, I'm also caught up in the cycle of it myself. I am. Gets even worse is when that's the only thing that the computer algorithms can lock into. We have to keep you engaged with the negative crap because we don't want you to start thinking about anything topical or scientific. Because that might scare the living crap out of normal people. They wonder about the lines on a airline runway. One particular video on YouTube went into physics, went into magnetism, went into geology, went into meteorology, went into different subjects left and right to drive me out of my skull. And I'm getting sick and tired of the damn shit. I really am. I mean, this is supposed to be scientific information over here, but one thing leads to another, leads to another, leads to another. And all you want to do is find out what the hell does the numbers stand for on a runway? Something of a simple answer. Then you get something convoluted. Okay. The numbers on the runways are supposed to be regarding magnetic headings. Shortened up to at least one or two numbers. And they have to have a shortened language within the air traffic controllers to tell the airliners when they're coming in and coming out what they're for. You're going to be landing here, you're going to be landing there. And because of the crosswinds or the wind directions that they have, these are the directions you got to go on to the runway. And sometimes they're crosswind. One's going one way and you're trying to go this way. But mostly the runways are going against the wind so the airplanes can land and take off safely. Okay, fine. And their magnetic heading numbers shortened for the pilots to understand and the tower to understand. Okay, simple. Keep it simple. No, we got to get into science here. I was watching that this morning. I'm like, how the hell is it? Wait, wait, wait. Now you're talking about disk physics. You're talking about magnetism over here. You're talking about geophysics at this point over here. The Earth's magna being generated at this point over here because of the liquid state of the iron material that we have in the core, Earth's core, generating enough magnetism. And now you're telling us that it's slowly losing that. You figure about every 10,000 years, approximately. We don't know when, but within the past couple of 100 years, they've been doing some measurements, and now we're losing our magnetism. Does that also mean we're going to be losing our our shield against the sun's electromagnetic radiation and everything else that's about to fry us to death? Isn't that a nice concept? We're worried about the damn gases when the Earth is probably dying at this point over here, and we don't even realize them. How's that for conspiracy shit or scientific stuff? No, we get to be drawn over to this controversy over here concerning about two women who griped and bitched about everything that is supposed to be logical, plausible, and realistic just because they want to support a gas bag. The gas bag, I mean number 45 in his own conspiracies. And lo and behold, the conspiracies were still ongoing for about 25, almost 30 years prior to that. Changing a political party into the nutjob party. How's that grab you? Of course, we have to have news medias jumping on this kind of stuff left and right. People pay big money to watch this guy bullshit them left and right. Of course, they can say that to the other news articles and the other news agencies owned by corporate media. At times, if I didn't get into the political science, if I wasn't really interested in that kind of stuff, I would have turned this stuff off a long time ago. But the problem is, concerning about politics, it's gossip. And when we're talking about politicians and we're talking about news medias going after each other left and right, snipping and sniping at each other, or concerning about human behavior, that we have to make it into a political situation at this point over here. We got to talk about the infamous Karens and how they're influencing everybody else these days. From the smallest neighborhoods to the largest big cities to the nation itself. And then when I run into an article on CNN, every once in a great while, when their news stories are getting so damn flat, they got to pull out the UFO stories out there. Because now the Air Force is really having an issues of trying to identify if there are actually identified flying objects out there. This has got to be pinning these guys down a little bit. I would say to these visitors from outer space, why the hell are you seeing us in the first place? We're boring as hell. We're killing each other left and right one way or another. We're planning on killing each other left and right. We're poisoning ourselves. We're deluding ourselves. We're so much of a mass conspiracy, paranoid culture on this planet. It's not even funny. We have this massive paranoid delusion of grandeur. We have these egos going like crazy to megalomania. We want it all. We will control it all. We need, we want. It's no wonder we have more fun writing about empire or imperial stories because of the shit that actually is happening to us. Empires and imperial conspiracies and imperialists and authoritative governments out there controlling, battling, and we're into a rebellion at this point. Yeah, we have other people saying, it's all a game, it's not real. Give me a break. It's all real. We have people with megalomania, with mental health illness, trying to control everything around them because they think they can, they want, they will have. And when it's all gone, they will go for more. And when they can't go for more, they will panic. And they will blame. And they will go nuts. And then they'll do this and they'll do that. I think the universe is having fun with us too much. Meanwhile, we can't even acknowledge the fact that maybe we're screwing up our damn planet even further by environmental changes left and right, where cities and counties and states are getting their ass kicked because of the damn weather conditions we're setting up one way or another. Tornadoes ripping apart, several people died in a couple of states after storms just flew through this week. Coming from the Pacific and heading towards the east. Or at least coming from the north, swinging down and catching people off guard. What a wonderful world we live in. We sent out multiple probes out there. Most of them are already destroyed, except for maybe 4 of them. Deep space probes now. We thought they were going to be for interstellar, but just in the event that they actually get out of the solar system, now they're going to be deep space probes. And when their power goes out, at least we'll have a place card or a placard on 2 ships. While on 2 other ships they're still going out, we have a record player. All they got to do is build the damn thing. We got instructions for them to do so. And it will show them audio clips and it will show them pictures created all the way back in the 1970s. And I suppose if they actually did intercept those things, or at least one of them, and came back to see what the hell was going on Earth, or actually been here to see what the hell is going on, they would probably be scratching their heads, trying to utilize our primitive technology at this point of understanding our planet more and more. Not the geophysical nature of it, not the animal life. Except the only animal life you're talking about is human life. We've heard stories for decades concerning about abductions. Hell, there was even movies back in the 90s on that one. Or 2000, something like that. I think it was called Communion. He was trying to make a name for himself in the public, but he disappeared after the movie tanked, bombed, did lousy in the box offices. The book was selling millions. The movie sucked. Why the hell would these guys be interested in this particular guy? I don't know. Random chance. Hell, they could go into the major urbans over here, try to take someone over there, but no, they go for someone private because that's the easier guys to take care of. The smaller private places, isolated. No one's going to notice they're different, they're gone. This is the alien thinking here. I say it sarcastically. If these guys truly wanted to capture people, they could have done it in person. out in the open. But no, we got to do it secretly because we're afraid these humans might retaliate. Well, shit. They know we would retaliate like crazy. I mean, hell, we're so damn paranoid, we'll take out our own damn guns and blast anybody else, including cats and dogs and coyotes and everybody else. Oh, let alone human beings. But aliens? Oh yeah. Say, for example, if there wasn't aliens out there looking at humans, would it be worth to either say hello to us or would it be worth just saying, why the hell are we here in the first place? Because we like studying these primitive humans. They're so primitive. We got primitive aging weapons at this point over here. We got projectile weapons that can kick your ass. We got missiles left and right that can launch. We have submarines. We have aircraft carriers with airplanes on them. We have air bases ready to go. We have a 24/7 paranoia systems going on right now, monitoring both space and on the Earth. Come on down, take a visit. We'll blow your ass out of the sky for the fun of it. And by the way, if we actually find your wreckage, we're going to be looking for INS paperwork. We're going to be looking to see if you got any documentations and visa requirements, not to mention passports and authorizations to come onto our planet or at least into our countries. And if you don't have them, and if you live long enough, you might wind yourself up in an INS detention center, or actually an ICE detention. It used to be called Immigration Nationalization Service. Now it's just called Immigration and Customs Enforcement. Oh yeah, ICE. Dreaded. Dreaded people. Feared among people coming into this country because you don't have the right paperwork. If you're not authorized, you'll get deported. Send them back down to South America. They'll have fun with them. Or send them to somewhere else. Or worse. What could happen to an ET at this point over here if he actually came down with a spaceship? Area 51, the proverbial site out in Nevada somewhere. They'll take over the damn ship and probe him. Let's put him on the operating table, see if he squirms. How many people did you do this to our Americans? We want to know, E.T. Are you related to Spock of Vulcan? You look too gray, primitive, and almond-eyed for me to understand. You got a mouth, but you don't speak. Are you telepathic? Do you speak through brains matters? Let's stick some probes on him. Let's see what makes him sick and tick. I wouldn't put it past the government scientists doing that one either. I've heard the stories about it, but are they actually going to do it? Who knows? We take it with a grain of salt these days, we humans. We know our scientists would have a field day over the biological. Oh, can he do this? Oh my God. If they actually understood and studied human beings for over maybe 100,000 or more years just to see how we developed and ingressed into this stage. If they actually absorbed every damn book, every damn writing, everything we had recorded to understand, even it's just a gist of the human beings. Imagine that being a human trying to understand each other, and we have a problem with that. It's not the language. It's understanding whether or not the guy's a moron or not. What we judge as a moron or not. Case in point. The Karens. Back to that again, are we? Oh yeah, I imagine these guys are upstairs watching and cracking their asses off left and right, watching YouTube. My God, their intelligence quotient just became from ultra cosmic down to us. Watching us primitives trying to engage with each other, being going bap, 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 bap. The television, the ultimate eyesore, the ultimate intelligent quotient that'll knock down even Einstein's to mere mortals. Just have the right algorithm and it will get you brainwashed into this. Or try this one. This is a good one. I'm watching on one of these channels, and there's a TikToker out there. Usually don't go for TikTok. Once in a great while, these damn things pop up. But it has been reported by one of these progressive media guys out there about a potential AI scam that people are using to get you robbed blind without you knowing it. The voice emulators. I'm like, you can't hear it. You can't hear the difference between a natural human voice versus electronic. Man, your hearing suck. I heard it. I heard the 10. There's a certain frequency, there's a certain sound that I'm hearing. And it's there. You can't tell if it's artificial or real. Come on. Speech patterns. Come on. There's a certain way of talking that we each can understand that it's natural and it's people we know, so we're understanding theirs. But now they're saying that the computer can emulate that kind of situation? I'm sorry to say this, but bullshit. We human beings can change our speech patterns if we wanted to. I can change my speech pattern into something flat, neutral, and whatever. But I can do this way. Or just say, fuck it, I'm going to talk like this. You don't like it? Fuck you. Can the computer understand nuances of human behavior, of human speech? Can it actually predict? Is there a Heisenberg theory involved in their programming and into the zeros and ones that they're plugging into? No. Come on. I don't buy this bullshit. You're going to get scammed by a damn computer voice, and you might as well get scammed by a computer voice. I don't. Yeah, it's a challenge. I don't. You guys ain't getting past my damn ringer. I don't know you. I don't answer you. You want to leave a voicemail? Be my guest. You don't want to? You ain't worth my time. And even if you happen to do it, I don't want you anyway. So deal with that one. Unless I've already got business with you assholes, don't get on my case. If I do have business with you guys, deal with the voicemail. I'll call you later. How's that grab you? How's that dealing with today? It is what it is. I go crazy over damn ET phoning home over here. Give me a break. Back in the 80s, we had a speak and spell. Mechanical monstrosity that a creature on screen can send a signal out to interstellar. You need. When I was watching it back in the 80s, I was like, oh, wow. But I'm thinking, no, you need more than that. So, what we would have, if we were going to be doing the speak and spell versus a radio telescope out of Goldstone, or maybe the large array, New Mexico, sending signals out into deep space. So you need power. You need frequencies. I didn't think about that one back in the 80s when E.T. came out. It was just a cute story. So it was just a cute story. I get older, I get more scientific and investigative, and I get more sophisticated about it. And I'm thinking to myself, that damn thing would have never worked. That never would have. He would need power for the damn thing. There was not much power in it. You know what drives me also crazy? I'm looking at the nationwide news articles, what's happening these days. We got wars still breaking out left and right. A constant battle for survival in one particular country. Said before about the megalomanias, about the egomaniacs, the authoritative assholes out there. How's that grab you? So if ET's out there watching all this damn stuff, judging us by its own style, its own mannerisms, its own criteria, the only thing I can tell you is have fun with us humans. You gonna do a death ray on us and blast us to hell in the back? I don't know. Would that be nice for us? Would we be able to deal with a nice death ray? Come up with a Death Star and just blast the living crap out of the planet, and I guess we would really have a bad hair day, wouldn't we? Will we have to panic about that one? Do we need to put that on social media? Do we actually need to put that on TikTok? Let alone Instagram? Or far worse, Twitter? Even Facebook would have something about it, or even Google, YouTube. Let's put them on there, too. We'll tell the world that we're about to die because ET's coming here with a Death Star ready to blast us to bits. And they'll say, we knew it was Planet 10, the conspiracy theories are sound. Hail to the conspiracy theories and to the Q and everything else. Have a nice day.